All right, so this is the Improve You beginner workout. We're gonna start with workout number 1. We are just gonna do a warm up. So go ahead and bring those knees out in front. Feeling a little sore today. Bring those legs up, out, and around. Up, out, and around. Really warm up those hips. Last one. And take a step out. We're gonna take those arms out. Bring them up over the head and bring it back down. And up. And bend the knees. Squat it down a little bit and then reach back up. Bring it down. Warm it up. Sit those hips back. And bring those arms up and hold it. Reach. Bring that right arm down. Lean it up and over. Stretch out that whole side. And switch sides. Right arm comes up. And bring it back. From here, we're just gonna bring those hands behind the head. Do some good mornings. So hinging at the hips, this is a hip hinge. Sending those hips backwards until you feel that stretch behind the hamstrings. 2 more. Good, from here, toe taps. Tap the inside of your foot. This is gonna help warm up the outside of those hips a little bit more. Try to pick up those feet a little higher. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, shake out those feet. We're gonna take a walk out into a plank. We're gonna do 4. So bend it over. Walk it out on those hands and all the way down to your plank. Hold it here and then walk it back up to standing. Take a nice big breath in, walk it back out. Back in. 2 more. Last one. Let's all meet in this plank position and hold it here. Rock it back. You can just rock the feet. Go ahead and throw in a couple shoulder taps. Tap one shoulder, tap the other. If you need to drop the knees down, modified plank, shoulder taps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back up to standing. All right, shake out those legs. That should be just about good for now. We're gonna do 30 seconds of some high knees. If you want low impact, that is marching in place, okay? So low impact, pick those knees up, tight core. Otherwise, we have 30 seconds of high knees. And if you are doing high knees, I want high knees. So up. And that's, when you're doing it, try to land as softly as you can on those feet. A nice soft landing. All right, here we go, 30 seconds, and go. Remember, modified is just marching it out. Ten seconds. And break. Whew. All right, squats are next. If you are, again, in a very modified, you can do sit to stand. So you can have a chair behind you, sit right down into that chair, stand it up. Otherwise, we're just gonna do some speed squats. And if you are more advanced, squat it down, add in that pulse, and bring it back up. So remember, we can always modify or progress things as needed. All right, here we go. Squats in 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Sit those hips back. Press those knees out so that they're tracking in line with the toes. You can add a nice little pause at the bottom. And up. Last one. And break. All right. These ones are good mornings. So there are two options. If you are following along the actual Improve You workout, it's going to say wall hinge backs. So it's essentially when you go stand up against the wall, you put your arms out and you hinge back with your hands on the wall. It's essentially prepping you and getting you in good form for a deadlift further down the line. So if you don't have a wall, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to face my butt towards you guys. So I'm just going to do a good morning. So it's essentially the same thing. If you struggle with good mornings or even that hip hinge motion, go up against the wall and just sit it back. And that's the best way to progress that form. So good mornings, if you're not using a wall, hands behind the head, same thing, you're gonna sit those hips back. A little bend in the knees is totally fine. You should feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Bring it up, squeeze the glutes. Here we go. 30 seconds or 12 reps, whichever you prefer. We're gonna go 30 seconds, make it a little harder. Here we go. Sit it back. Up and squeeze. And back. Keeping that core nice and tight. Up and squeeze. 10 seconds left. Last one. And break. Nice. So those prep you for when you actually have some dumbbells. Same type of thing. You're going to bring it down and up. So that's your deadlift. And deadlifts are hard. They're scary. So that's why it's perfect to start with something like that. Perfect that movement and then add weight. I can still only do deadlifts with about 25 pounds, and that's about it before my hamstrings cramp. All right, guys, we got push-ups next. So if you are following the beginner program, as always, you have wall push-ups. You can do them against a wall, do them on a bench, that incline push-up, if you want to make it harder. Knees down on the floor, or even harder. Decline, you can put your feet up on something, make it harder. I'm just going to do regular push-ups on the ground, knees down. Otherwise, feel free to do them elevated. All right, we're going to go for 12. All right, let's go ahead and get into that push-up position. Pull that core in. We're going to inhale, drop it down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Rock it back to a child's pose. Shake it out. All right. Standing. Calf raises. In this program, you'll notice I'll refer to the program a lot. It says 12 reps of calf raises. Again, feel free to multiply, change it. We're going to go 30 seconds of calf raises. Make it a little harder here. So go ahead and just find a nice comfortable position. Hold on to something if you need it. And inhale. Squeeze that core in. Lift, get up on high, as high as you can on those toes without letting those ankles splay out to the sides. And I want you to focus on keeping your glutes squeezed. Squeeze your quad muscles and squeeze your calf muscles. That whole lower body should be working in your calf raises. And that's for always. Keep it squeezed. Double time, make it a little faster. Do some pulses. Don't let those heels hit the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Felt that one at the end. All right, next one is arm circles. Now, I always tell everyone arm circles are easy until they are not. So we're gonna take those arms out. We're gonna do 30 to the back and 30 to the front. All right, we're gonna go back first. So bring those arms out. Again, find that nice stable position where that core is pulled in. Squeeze the glutes. Why not get some work out of it? Bring those arms back. 1, 2. $20. 30, reverse that direction to the front. 1. 20. And 30. All right, bring those arms down. Shake them out. We're gonna repeat through these 6 exercises 2 more times. If you notice that the arm circles are a little easy, feel free to grab water bottles. Hold a water bottle, hold whatever you want. Hold your imaginary weights if needed, or anything that you have that's weighted. That works too. So we're gonna go back to our high knees in place for 30 seconds. Grab a sip of water first. You get a minute between rounds. Okay. All right. Let's start it off with some high knees or marching in place. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. March in place or jog it out with some high knees. Hopefully you don't have any neighbors downstairs. 10 seconds left. Pick those knees up a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and break. Those always get me. All right, we got our squats. So again, add in that pulse or hold. You can hold it at the bottom and then press it up. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, squat it out. If you're a pro at squatting, I want you to focus on maybe getting a little bit lower, pressing through those heels and pressing those knees out. Almost there. And break. All right. We have our good mornings coming up next. All right. I swear, it's always Wednesdays. It gets really hot in this room. No other day. This is normally when we have Tabata. It's always so hot. So to progress those good mornings too, you can also hold a weight right on your chest or across your arms and do it that way. Add a little bit more tension to those hamstrings. Whenever you're progressing with things like good mornings or deadlifts, always start super slow with super lightweight. All right, here we go. Feet right under the hips, pull that core in. Do arms over chest or hands up against a wall. And we're gonna hinge it back. And up and squeeze. These are also really good to do if you have a mirror close by and you can watch yourself in a mirror do these. I like to think of it as literally just thinking about sticking your butt as far back as you can before your knees start to bend. 10 seconds left. And last one. and break. All right, bring it down to the floor for some push-ups, or if you have a bench or something for standing push-ups up against a wall. 12 more. All right, inhale in. Here we go, 12 push-ups. Go for it. 1, 6, 12. When you are done, rock back to your child's pose. And take a nice big breath in. All right, we have calf raises next. And remember to make your calf raises harder. Do not let those heels hit the ground when you are doing them. Just think of dipping down and up. You'll feel the burn twice as fast. All right. Here we go. Inhale up. Nice tight core. And go. Down and up. You want to control it coming down if you're letting your heels hit the ground all the way. Squeeze the glutes. Pull the core in. Squeeze those quads. The lower body is working. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and break. All right. Arm circles. You're almost there. All right. Here we go. Let's bring those arms out. Imaginary weights or water bottles or anything at all. Bring them to the back. You can do bigger circles, you can do smaller circles, whatever works for you. Focus on keeping those shoulders down. All right, and reverse that direction. All right, almost there. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Shake out those arms. All right. We're gonna repeat through one more time. We're gonna start with our high knees. So go ahead and grab some water. Oops. Spilled some. All right. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. High knees. You can put your arms out at a right angle and try to hit your knees with your hands. It's hard. If you need to take it down a notch, go right into a light jog or go right back into marching. 5 seconds. And break. Big breath in. Get ready for those squats. Arms up over the head. All right, here we go. Squat it out, down and up. 3, 2, 1, and go. Feel free to change up your squats here if you want to do a sumo squat or a narrow squat. That is up to you. Nice flat back, tight core. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. Yay. All right, we have some hinge backs, aka good mornings. All right. Here we go. All right, hands over chest, feet hip width apart. Inhale in, bring them back, and up, back, and up. I know it feels like such a simple movement sometimes, but a hip hinge like this is so good to really master. Stop right when you feel that stretch in the hips and the hamstrings. We got about 7 seconds left. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those legs. All right, shake them out, shake them out. We have our push-ups next. All right, 12 more. Do these at your own pace. We will all meet up at the end of our 12 in child's pose. All right, here we go. Hands under the shoulders. Pull that core in and go. Think hips lifting off the ground at the same time as your shoulders or your chest, moving in one piece. Child's pose when you're done. All right, bring it up to standing. Calf raises. Let's make them a little harder this time. Open the legs a little bit wider. Let's turn the feet out. If you have taken my bar class, you know this is a little bit harder. So we're gonna inhale in, core tight, glutes are squeezed. Inhale and lift those heels up and down. Or even if you're pro at calf raises, remember you can always do them on one leg and switch between left and right. So it's always progressions. Ten seconds. Feel free to double time. 3, 2, 1, and break. Ooh. Yeah, feel free to always sub those out with taking one foot and doing single leg calf raises. You'll notice immediately those are a lot harder. All right, arm circles. We're gonna do 30 seconds each side. Here we go. Just bring those arms out. Nice strong stance. Let's go to the back. Big arm circles. Also, if you don't have 1 pound weights, a bottle of wine is about 3 pounds, 2 pounds. If you have empty ones, you can fill them with water, milk jugs, whatever you want to do. Cans of soup, I've used everything. And reverse that direction. You can get creative with arm circles. Almost there. We're about 15 seconds left. Starting to feel a little sore. Big arm circles. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and break. Bring those arms down and shake it out. And then we are going to do one more round through of the second workout, just so that for those of you who are in that program of the beginner one, we can go through it together and you can see the other one. So think of it as a fourth round of a separate workout. So some of them are similar. So we're going to do 30 seconds of butt kicks. Instead of high knees, we have butt kicks. And then we have, oh, they actually transition it to good mornings, and we've already done those. We don't see that. Then we have lunges, reverse lunges, alternating, holding onto something as needed, plank, bird dog, and we'll finish in a child's pose. And that is it for today. All right. Butt kicks. 30 seconds. Here we go. And go for it. Modified is just stepping. Just like this, bringing that heel to the butt. Otherwise, you can make it a little faster. Jogging it out. Five seconds. And break. Whew. All right. We have some lunges next. Note that in the workout, we will say to do good mornings. It transitions from wall hinges to good mornings. All right, let's do some reverse lunges. Inhale up, step that leg back, bring it down, and up. Both sides. Focus on driving that back leg straight down. Last one. And break. Nice. All right. Plank. Let's bring it down on the floor. You can do this elevated on the wall. You can do it on a couch, off the side of your bed, whatever you have, or on the floor. Choose your elbows or your hands. The choice is yours. I'm going to choose my hands today. We're going to hold for about 35 seconds. All right, here we go. Inhale in and bring it up. Pull that core in, squeeze the glutes together. Remember, when you're doing majority of workouts, always focus on pulling that core in and keeping the glutes squeezed. Whether you're doing bicep curls or upper body, it's always going to help you have a nice strong base of support. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Nice. All right, we have some bird dogs. So this is going to cool us down a little bit, so that's nice. Bring us right into our cool down. Bird dog, hands and knees, already in this position, nice flat back. We are going to bring our left arm out and our right leg out. And we're just going to bring it under. I'm going to have us do a nice little crunch underneath. Back out, switch sides. Reach out, in, out, and down. We're going to switch alternating sides for 30 seconds. Here we go. Inhale in, reach. And when that leg goes out, it's kind of like a donkey kick where we're squeezing that glute muscle and squeezing that whole leg. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rock it back to a child's pose. You can open the legs a little wider, let the torso come between the legs. If you want to stretch a little bit deeper. And roll it through. Bring those hips down. into a nice little cobra up dog. I always forget what it's called. Stretch out that back and bring the hips up. Rock it back through to child's pose. And bring it up onto hands and knees. I'm going to do a quick little stretch here. Hands and knees, we're going to take our right arm, thread it underneath our left, and twist the torso, bringing the shoulder down on the ground, looking up at the ceiling. Keeping both knees on the ground. Nice little spinal twist. And same thing on the other side, bring it back up. And left arm comes under, looking underneath. These used to be really fun to do in class with people, because you could always turn around and look at the person next to you and say peekaboo. All right, rock it back to child's pose one last time. And then bring those feet out and out in front of you for one little hamstring stretch. Always, always stretch your hamstrings after you do any sort of hip hinge or hamstring work, whether it's glute bridges, squats, lunges, deadlifts, the whole 9 yards. Stretch them out. Keep holding. Take some nice deep breaths. We should be holding stretches from anywhere from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Taking lots of deep breaths and kind of just zoning out in that nice little tension area. And then release, butterfly position, and open those hips up. Press the elbows down into those knees. One last little hip opener. Hold it. Big breath in. Exhale, press the knees a little bit wider. And bring it up and shake it out. Nice job, everybody. If you have any questions about the program or the workouts,